Hi, I'm Dr. Namrata, the founder and CEO of Naminar Pro. We're a small startup in Switzerland, and we cater to the dental device industry. I myself am a dentist. I practiced in India and in Ljubljana, after which I moved to Switzerland and transitioned into the medtech space. What we try to do at Naminar Pro and why you're here today is because we're going to talk about the Global Dentists Pool, which is our first tier of service at the company. The Global Dentists Pool has one goal. We want to close the gap between the dental device manufacturers and the dentists by allowing them to work more closely together. Through this pool, we're collecting a group of dental practitioners at a global level. People are segregated based on their geography, their clinical experience, and their specialty. So how exactly do we support them? In a dental device company, there's a research and development department, there's a clinical department, a regulatory department, a quality department, a marketing department, sales department, and many more. Our focus through the pool is on the R&D department, the marketing, and possibly others as well. But for starters and for an example, let's talk about the R&D department. In the research and development space, there's a whole group of engineers who are basically approached with an idea and then asked to build the dental device. In other words, they're kind of thrown into the abyss and they need to figure a lot of things out on their own. They do that first by going to the competitor device, the most similar device to their own idea, and they deconstruct it, reverse engineer it, and they try and figure out how to build their idea from the ground up, adding the extra features and tools that they want to make it separate and more advanced than the competitors. In that process though, when I worked at these teams, I realized that they barely have any input from the clinicians. And the best approach that people are currently taking right now is that they reach out to the key opinion leaders of that specific specialty that the device is intended to serve in. And these are a group of very well-known dentists who've been closely involved with supporting corporate and also in the field of research over the past few decades. What do we do at Naminar Pro? Our job is to go to these teams in the dental device companies, talk to their people, and figure out at what stage of development their device is in. We ourselves at Naminar Pro are all dentists, workshoppers, clinical marketeers, and medical writers, all in one person. I call myself a facilitant, which means a facilitator plus consultant, because I have myself honed all these skills over the years, and any other dentist can if they decide to transition to corporate. So we go in with these insanely creative dentists, as we call ourselves, and we go into the teams and we really dive deep into the kind of troubles that they're having in their day-to-day work. And then we help them fabricate the right kind of questions around the hurdle or the hiccup that they're having. We do that by bringing a clinical input to their very engineering-focused discussion. And then we have a group of questions which we take and we present to our pool, which is you guys. And in that pool, we run surveys. And the idea could be that the manufacturer could come and say, I need 80 dentists from the New York region, or the East Coast, or I need 20 from the Middle East, 20 from Europe, 20 from Australia, or any other region. And our job is to really figure out and find out the right specialists, which we will post in the pool itself through a community page. And then we run the surveys, we gather the data collected from those questions that we co-designed with the team. We take that data and we give it back to the manufacturers, who are then free to use that information as they wish. So our job at Naminar Pro is to close this gap and make dentists more approachable by these teams on a day-to-day basis for their day-to-day decisions, rather than right at the end when a dentist is approached by a sales rep and directly are expected to buy the device with whatever features are on there. By doing so, we hope to give dentists an opportunity to kind of dip their fingers a little bit more in how and what kind of questions corporate deals with when they're making the actual devices that you use in your practice. And also for the teams on the manufacturer's end to get a larger sample size and larger cohort of input before they take these critical decisions and move ahead and spend so much on the actual product itself. And this is an important gap to complete. It's also worth keeping in mind that we don't just serve to the engineering teams. We can also extend this pool to the marketing teams or the sales teams or the clinical affairs teams or the regulatory teams whenever they need a pool of specialists to answer a certain kind of question when they feel stuck. So by joining the Global Dentists Pool, you then enroll yourself to be a part of this movement and eventually be approached with projects to support the industry better. So I hope that I was able to answer some of the initial questions around what the pool is, what we hope to achieve through it, and what the end goal is in mind. And what you've received probably from our team is a link to a form which you can fill in and then automatically be put into the pool of the community. And the moment we're able to start getting in the projects, you will be approached and you can start involving yourself with these teams at a closer level. So if this is an interesting idea to you, go ahead and fill the form. And if you have any questions, then feel free to reach out to our team at contactus@naminarpro.org, and we're right there to answer any questions. I hope you have a great day and a great 2024. I wish you all the best. Ciao.